So we're doing a pick pal, just something real quick. I wanted to do real quick, real simple. This is gonna be about what is blocking your money. Okay, I'm doing it like this because I'm gonna insert a picture so you guys can really just kind of zoom in to which one we're gonna go off of music songs. Okay, so I have three pals. Pile one, pile two, pile three. You'll pick by the song, and I have the song, the name of the song, and the artist written on the front. You can pick intuitively. If you close your eyes, you can pick by whichever song, if you see a song specifically that you like, as well. Again, this is going to be finance based. If you want to book a reading with me, I'm trying to make this pretty quick. If you want to book a reading with me, you can check down below in the description box. Okay, I have everything there. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. Welcome. If you're accustomed to here, welcome back. Okay, family. Is that everything? I think, yeah. Okay, so we're getting into what's blocking the money, what you might need to know that can be causing some blockages with your money. I already have pals picked out. I picked pals out way earlier this morning. um I just had a little extra free time in my day, so I wanted to go ahead and do this. Like, share, subscribe. Okay. The timestamps will be below in the comment section. I always fucking forget to say that. Timestamps will be below in the comment section and in the description box, so just check either one of them for the pals, and we're gonna get into some things. All right. So I'm gonna insert the picture. I'll see y'all over in the video. Bye. All right, pal one. Excuse the darkness. Okay. It is a little cloudy. I think we were supposed to get some rain down from Mississippi or whatever, or either Georgia, sometime this week. So it is dark. I could have turned on my light, but I didn't feel like it. So here we are. Okay. If you picked pile one, then you picked currency, funny money. I am a big currency fan. I didn't necessarily pick a pile this time. Y'all know sometimes I'll pick a pile as well. And we all be surprised together. I did not look at these cards. Okay. Funny Money is a song that I like by Currency a lot. I think it's Currency and what's that man name? Trouble, or is it, which one is it? It's Trouble, and then there's Problem. I don't know if it was Trouble or Problem. I think it was probably Problem. I think Trouble passed away. R.I.P. Trouble. Trouble stay out in Atlanta. So yeah. The song basically is just about getting money. We don't do no funny money. Okay. Blue hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Coasting, living good, eating good. If you're a Currency fan, then you already know Currency give you that talk. Currency gonna talk that talk. I love Currency so much. It's money. It's good weed smoke. It's bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? We doing a motherfucking thing. All right. I love Currency. Currency and Rick Ross always make me feel real lavish. You know what I'm saying? Currency gonna make you feel like you driving in a nice car, cool, laid back, cool something. You know what I'm saying? You with a cool ass nigga. Like, I really enjoy Currency's energy, Currency's vibes. So let's go ahead and get into the blockages. So I have an oracle. I have a couple of numinous tarot cards, and those are just like the astrology ones. Y'all know I rarely use those, but I did want to pull them out. Okay, and then we have some affirmations, which we will, of course, turn into more insight. Oh, do I have my back? Okay, y'all know I do not know these cards like this. So let me get this book. What you do have for your finances is commitment with Hera. So let's go, pile one. Let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna try not to make this lengthy, y'all. Y'all know I love to run my mouth. I say that every video. Like, I'm not gonna make this that long. And y'all be here for an hour and a half. So let's go ahead and jump in. Get into if I can find her damn. Okay. And I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm gonna just read what's in italics right here. A relationship of some kind is spotlighted. Re-examine your loyalties and your commitments and see if they are still warranted. Petty jealousies must be put aside for the greater good. Okay. So some of you guys might have some commitments to maybe a job or to maybe some people. Okay. And that could be something that you need to be evaluating right now as well. All right. Especially with funny money. So again, maybe you have some commitments to people, and it's like what's blocking you is because maybe you have some people that kind of get their money in a weird way. You know what I mean? Sometimes God can't bless you if you hanging around people you know you ain't got no business. So if you hanging around scammers and you like, oh, but I'm trying to come up on 1 million, you might not want to go that route. Especially if you are doing this, right? If you do some sort of scam, on the side and you got some funny money, you know what I'm saying, that could definitely be blocking you as well, from even bigger blessings, right? This is also giving me some commitments as people, right? Sometimes we have children, parents, cousins, right? People at work where it's just like you just want to be nice, you know what I'm saying, and it's like you don't mind giving a little $5 for our lunch break, but bitch, every lunch break, you know what I'm saying, you kind of be needing some money, okay? So I do feel like now is the time to really start evaluating your commitments and who you're making commitments to at this time, right? Even children, you know what I'm saying, mom, I know sometimes, especially like even with my mom, I know we kind of tap on this too sometimes, where it's just like, you know what I'm saying, I know you want to help, but it's like you can't help everybody, you know what I'm saying, and I know moms specifically, right? Especially the moms that book with me and some of the moms that I know, that could be a thing too, where it's like, listen, I love my babies. You know what I mean? Like I try to definitely be there, but how long are you gonna keep being there for them before you start being there for yourself? You know what I mean? Like, you can't always help your child just kind of go in on rent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're gonna have to kind of feel a little hardship so they can really understand what that feel like to get out of it. Maybe this is a job and it's like you sticking to this dead end job because you feel like there's nothing else that's gonna come. You know what I mean? But the money is a little funny with this job. They cutting hours and cutting back, and one day they give you 80 hours a week, and then the next week they give you 20. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that you really evaluate your commitments at this time that could be blocking some of your finances. Okay, whether it be a job or a new person or old person, right? Children, family, people you giving money to, because it's like, oh, I just be trying to look out. Like, yeah, it's one thing to look out, but it's one thing to also just be over giving. You know what I mean? Don't be giving more to other people than you giving to yourself. You still need it too. Then when you look around and it's like, who's here for me? You know what I mean? So make sure you do that as well. You make too much money to be stingy with it. It's also here that's kind of popping out with me. I know y'all really can't see it, but it says you make too much money to be this stingy with it. So this also could be that as well. Maybe some of you also a little funny with your money. You know what I mean? Maybe you could also be on that spectrum and on a spiritual tip, right? We have Jupiter, we have Sagittarius here. I'll get into these in a minute. But even with, Jupiter and Sagittarius is a very spiritual energy. Jupiter is a very spiritual, religious type of planet. Sagittarius is too. So maybe some of you here also have been a little too funny with your money, where it's like you can afford to give a little five. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, check your commitments and really evaluate. Are you being stingy with your money and greedy, and you got money to share, you got money already, and it's like, I just want more? Like, come on. Let's not be greedy, okay? Greed is also a part of the seven sins, so really remember that. Check your commitments. Are you overworking? Then it's like, I'm working all of this and I'm doing all of this, but it's like, yeah, because you overdoing it. You know what I mean? Like, relax. You don't even give back to your ancestors. How much money we giving back to the ancestors on the altar? How much ancestor money and real money are we putting out? Because I appreciate you for blessing me with that 500, so here go 5, here go 50. Or do you get these blessings, right? You get an unexpected financial blessings, and then you still just kind of not thinking about your dead folk that blessed it to you. You get to church and you like, I would put the 20 in there. But see, if it wasn't for God, you wouldn't even have the 20. So why not put it in there? You wouldn't have the 200 that you have. Out of the 20, you can't give 5, right? You just let the collection plate pass by. You just don't even put shit in it, right? So really make sure you're checking your commitments. We do have Uranus, okay? We have Libra here. We have, again, Jupiter and Sagittarius. And then we have Chiron. So I do feel like for some people, this is more of a healing thing, right? Especially for those of you who could maybe be moving in lack mentality. Yeah, I feel like this might be the lack mentality pal. Y'all have two parts of that. This one is also coming out to me. You're through thoughtful generosity, more money will flow back to me. You make too much money to be this stingy with it. So I do feel like for most of you in this collective pile here, you might be moving in lack mentality. I feel like for some of y'all the ones being funny with your money. Okay, you don't want to feel like I need to kind of check my commitments and who I'm hanging around, and you know what I'm saying, I don't really know. I'll be reevaluating if I can give money, and it's like, child, give these folks this money, right? For some of you, this is a healing thing. For some of you, it could be because you don't trust people, right? So if this is a family member or something like that, or somebody you could be in a commitment with, where it's just like, child, I'm dating this person, but I don't give them no. Why not? You dating them. You dating them. If you in a real commitment, if this is a real commitment, I ain't talking about no situationship. We went out and bumped pelvises once or twice. No, I mean like an actual commitment, right? But some of you don't really have anybody to trust. So even like the homeless person on the street, you have $5 to give, but then you like, cause I don't know what he gonna do with the money. Who give a fuck? Through thoughtful generosity, your money come back to you. It don't matter what the fuck they do to it. Are you giving from a genuine place, right? And that also blocks your money up. Because through that giving is how you receive. It's better to give than receive. Don't be stingy. Greed, again, like I just said, is what? So making sure that you work through that, right? Others of you where you're over giving, you know what I'm talking about? Where you feel like, oh, because through thoughtful generosity, money will flow back, but then it's not flowing back, right? But again, heal. What part are we healing to where we're over giving? How are we re-examining these relationships where it's like, hold on, I keep giving $5 to this motherfucker, but then when I need $5 in return, they're not giving it back to me, right? What higher perspective, what higher viewpoint? Sagittarius is always about the bigger picture, right? If we always about the bigger picture, there's always a bigger picture at hand. Sometimes we so wrapped up in the bigger picture, we forget the small details, right? So how are we really looking at the bigger picture here? How are we really being honest with ourselves, right? Sagittarius is a very generous energy. We love giving, really. When we fuck with you, we'll give you everything. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's at a detriment to us. Because you can't do that, right? How you gonna give all your shit away? Then what you gonna have for yourself? Right? But then when you don't got shit for yourself, then it's like, well, damn, don't nobody want to help. I mean, but you knew that already, right? But you spent your time being overly giving and overly generous, right? You could be a Sagittarius right now watching this. You could be a Libra watching this, having Libra in your chart. How can we really have a breakthrough on that? To really close that up, to really have an awakening on that, to say, you know what, I give money to my cousin all the time. You know what I mean? Every time my cousin called me with a story, child, by her kids and the daycare and the nigga and what she going through, I always be there. But child, when I needed a babysitter for my baby last week, right? Come on. When I was behind on my rent with that little 100, 150, motherfuckers act like they didn't even, who is this calling me? You said your name was what now? But then every time they call you, you be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Everything in your spirit tell you, no, don't do it. Then you like, but through thought, but God gonna bless me. Come on now. What side of the spectrum you falling on, and how are you really asking yourself to be realistic and to be honest about your generousness, right? For some of you, that's what's blocking your money. You can't save shit for yourself because you keep giving it. But others of you, your blockage is because you being so damn stingy with your money that you're not having a balance here. I feel like overall balance here needs to be had with this Libra card is what it's giving me. How are you balancing out and creating harmony with that to where you giving to yourself and you still giving to people by really reevaluating the commitments you're applying yourself to? That's how you do that. And you heal it. So if you know that somebody ain't never did you no dirt, but you just like, because every time I give money, try to just be generous. Don't think about what else it is you getting back in return. You know what I mean? Especially if you know this is somebody that you really can trust or just haven't given you a reason not to trust them. If people have given you a reason to show you why you need to be funny with your money, stop trying to keep the harmony, keep the peace, and be peacemaker and kiss ass in order to really be around people. You trying to flatter people and shit, and you just keep giving money to people that hurt you because you want to be fake enthusiastic, happy-go-lucky about whatever it is, or because you just want to prove to people that you independent. Somebody watching this give money just to prove to people that they have it, and it's like, what the fuck? How does that help you? You want to prove your independence so bad that every time somebody asks you for something, you like, yeah, but then you jump through leaps and bounds, yeah, because you seeking something, you looking for something, somebody is looking for something, and you kind of give finances. This could be to a child, this could be to a family member, a friend, a lover, right? Because Libra is about all of that, ruled by Venus as well. So this is family, this is friends, this is close interpersonal relationships. So this is the time to really check your commitments right now. You know, if this is a job, it's time to roll the dice. Sagittarian energy is also about taking risks and getting balanced in that, using proper judgment in that, getting choosy, right? Libras are very indecisive, a really picky kind of energy, you know? So maybe you a Libra watching this, right? And you like, ooh, I don't know, cause I kind of want to give money to be nice, but then if you hesitant, don't do it, right? But if you know these people ain't never gave you no nothing, really ask yourself, why aren't you giving? Is it because you intuitively really feel like don't give it, or is it because you still hurt before and you need to really just heal that? All right. It says you make too much money to be stingy with it. I deserve a prosperous life. Through thoughtful generosity, more money will flow back to me, and every dollar that flows to me works for me to make me more money. Okay, so again, I do feel like emphasizing making sure that you have a balance on that, right? That Libra energy, right? Really getting a breakthrough on that, right? Getting that insight if you need it. Go within, meditate, really ask yourself and get real, be honest with yourself on, can I trust this person? Are they worth giving me some money? I mean, giving some money to? Some of you might feel judgmental when you do that. So it's your money. You afford to be right. You afford the right to be funny with your money. You afford the right to do that because you work hard for it. It's yours. It's yours. You work hard for it. So if you feel like, ooh, I could if I could, but I really can't, don't. But if you know you really can, and you just being stingy and being funny with your money, but you can go gamble and buy lottery tickets and blow your money on all types of wigs and new hair and makeup, and you know you got it to give, but then you pull up at the motherfucking stoplight and you look over and you see this homeless person with their dog asking for change, and you like, oh, I would, but I mean, I don't know what they're gonna go by with it. Who gives a fuck? You supposed to be giving from generous energy anyway. And that's why the generosity card again is coming back for those of you where that applies. Because through thoughtful generosity. Not fake ass generosity because, oh, because I'm a put that shit on TikTok and Instagram, right? Because it make me feel like I did a good deed. No. Do you really feel good about it? And only do what you know you feel good about for those of you on the opposite spectrum. Stop giving because you just want to seem like a good person, but you really don't want to give this money. Learn how to say no. Okay. Thank you so much, Pile One. That has been your reading. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move over to Pile Two. If you picked more than one pile, then I'll see you over there. If you want to book a finance reading, you can. You can check down below in the description box. All of my other platforms are down there as well. And I'll see you guys either in the next pile or in the next video. See you later. Hey, Pal 2. So if you picked this pal, you picked Untitled Chapter, which was the jumping song. It's very funny and weird how I ended up liking this song. I really can't even remember who call I was in, child, but it was just playing, and I was just like, I like this. So you could be an Untitled Chapter fan, or you could just like that song specifically. Okay. Yeah, I keep hearing the thumbing part, the thumbing. If you've ever heard the song, or if you like the song, um, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't heard it and you just an Nelly Chopper fan and you like the girl, I've never heard the song before. Definitely take some time to go listen to it, because the thumbing part keeps coming on. So I don't know if you guys already have some money, or maybe you just trying to get to a space in your life where you thumbing through hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he did say at the beginning, blue hundreds. Rubber band something, this shit keep on coming. Yeah, rubber band something, this shit keep on coming. I'm thumbing. Yeah. So I definitely see that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with some things. I do have an oracle. I do have some money affirmations for us, as well as having my astrology cards. Y'all know I really don't use these that often, but you know I wanted to do something special for the girls. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Y'all's card is Ma'at. I always worry that I'm saying her name wrong. I don't know if it's Ma'at or just like Ma'at. Okay, for justice. So this is giving me balance. you guys maybe was drawn to pile one. If you were drawn to pile one, there might be something in pile one for you. But I'm just gonna read the little italicized part. Justice will be done for the good of all. Take responsibility for your actions. The chaos in your life will end and natural order will be restored. Okay. So for some of you, not I was about to say us, so this was probably my pal. I told pal one that I really didn't pick a pal. If you know me, you know I usually pick a pal and let it be a surprise to everybody. But I really didn't pick a pal. So the fact that I wanted to say us, this might be my pal. I was if I did choose one, it would have been between this one and pal three. But I was just a little hazy about it, so I was like, I'm just not even gonna pick. We'll see. So anyway, I do feel like this is giving me the energy of, especially with the thumbing that I heard. I do feel like for some of you guys, or us rather, because I keep wanting to say that, it could be what's blocking us financially. It could be needing to take responsibility for the reason why we're not where we want to be financially. And I guess that does fit for me again. You know, I like to make these interpersonal. So just a little tidbit. As of lately, I've even been kind of really taking my own accountability of why I'm not where I want to be, right? Because I could have been where I wanted to be really a year ago, right? But I've allowed friends and love and all other frivolous types of things to really kind of distract me and block me and to take my energy away from that. Along with the fact that I really don't do good budgeting and saving. Still working on that. You know what I'm saying? Saturn is transiting my first house. So I'm getting me some real good discipline on just how I identify with discipline, which is kind of also helping before it gets to my second house, which will be my Saturn return, unfortunately. So hopefully, good things. But I definitely feel like, again, this is definitely a message of taking responsibility. You know what I mean? Justice, like I said, chaos will be restored. So maybe, money has been as an issue. Maybe money has been tight. I know that money has been good for me as of lately, but I will say that it's been tight because I've been having to play catch up with like things I should have been paid for, right? Like, again, if you've been watching me, I talk about my teeth, right? Was supposed to did that last year. You know what I mean? I'm saying, but again, I allowed everything else to distract me. I didn't really do what I was supposed to do last year as far as my taxes in order to really get to where I am now. This year I'm doing it, but now financially I've been even more in a tight than I usually am because I'm having to pay out of pocket for things, and I'd rather go ahead and do it because I needed my teeth worked off, right? So I do feel like, again, this is a message to say that things will restore itself. But for right now, in order to really get to that thumbing, right, this is the time I feel like to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, what type of, oh yeah, wow, I ain't even looked down, right? I'm just now looking down. Saturn is here. So yeah, discipline, third house, right? How you see things, how you're thinking, right? Your perspective, as well, right? Transformation here with Pluto. Yeah, balance is here again with the Justice card. Yeah, opposition. So I do feel like, yeah, in order to really do that, it's time to really put things in perspective. What's blocking you guys could just be a perspective of how to see it. I guess I'll go ahead and segue into this. So again, we have Pluto starting out with, we have opposition. We have third house here. We have sextile reversed, which is an opportunity. And then we have Saturn here, right? So again, I do feel like really getting a transformation on balancing out how you see things and really kind of balancing out what's going on in your life, right? That's why I said, even for me, right, a hard perspective has been feeling like financially I'm not doing much. You know what I'm saying? I be having to remind myself in the middle of it, like, no, bitch, your finances are fine. You're just playing catch up, right? You've paid for this and you've paid for that. You're not just sitting around not making no money. You're not just sitting around like smoking weed all day, twiddling dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I kind of be feeling like that because it's a perception thing, right? It's how I think. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's attributed to how I was raised. Whereas, like, listen, when the money look a little funny, so yeah, again, maybe some of y'all might be into power one. You know what I mean? But it's like when the money look a little funny, it's like I kind of my thought process kind of go a little sideways. You know what I mean? So it always kind of make me feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? There's surrounding is here too. So maybe there's something with the surroundings, maybe with you guys that make you feel like that. Maybe it's where you staying at or where you living. You know what I mean? Something with the environment probably. that makes you feel like, dang, I'm not really doing anything. You know what I mean? For some of you, it could also be the surroundings as far as, mirroring back to you. So maybe it's the people you surround yourself with, right? Maybe it's the people you surround yourself with, and or the shit that you watching and taking up for. You know what I mean? What are you listening to these days? You know what I'm saying? What are you listening to? What are you watching on social media? You know what I'm saying? If you kind of spend a lot of your time on Instagram watching people who fly out the country, that's gonna always make you feel like you're not doing shit, right? But again, it's really time to get disciplined and get structured, right? For some of you, again, this is just a lot of opportunities that you let pass by. Where it's like, listen, you could have been brought balance to your finances. You could have been took the reins and really transformed what the fuck was going on. But what is your responsibility of this? What is your accountability of this as to why you not thumbing, goddamn it? Okay, why you not counting blue hundreds right now? Why you not where you want to be? Right? Who you been interacting with? How you been manifesting? Discipline is here twice. So what is the discipline, right? That's why I said, even for me, my discipline is, I know that I've been having to remind myself, aside from what's been going on recently and I'm playing catch up, I haven't been disciplined in my saving, right? I haven't been saving like I know I need to. I haven't been properly investing my money, right? Because I do hang out with people who, again, mirror back to me and reflect that energy where it's like, damn, okay, well, I'm, not staying on top of my discipline, right? Hanging around people and affiliating with people that don't really take their own accountability, right? That don't really network for themselves, that spend a lot of time on social media. You know what I'm saying? The people that talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's that energy too. Where it's like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Do you surround yourself with people that really try to save and budget, or do you surround yourself with people that talk a lot? You know what I mean? Talk about a lot of what they want to manifest. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, they don't really do anything about it. They're not really disciplined. Where it's like y'all's interests and their interests are at a conflict. Do you surround yourself with people that's gonna call you out on your bullshit? Right? Where it's like you hanging out with a bunch of people that know you supposed to be saving, but then they also just letting you spend. They ain't calling you out like, hold on, bitch. Cause listen, we need to move, bitch. You need to surround yourself with people like that. Who you been surrounding yourself with? How have you been thinking? What type of energy you taking in? How many opportunities have you missed because you haven't been ambitious enough, because you wasn't grounded enough or practical enough in what your plan was? How many times have you had a plan but then you never really fell through with it? Right? That's another thing as well. Sometimes we look back and it's like, well, damn, nothing is where it need to be, right? Everything is just so chaotic with my finances. But how are you also taking accountability with that? What tests did you fail? Right? Where it was like, I know I was supposed to keep doing working through the job, right? Because I really needed this job, but they had really pissed me off, so then I had quit. But then you want to sit around like, oh, because I ain't got no money. But see, you were supposed to stick it out and work it out. Motivation, yeah, personal power, to really stand in your personal power and to really create a rebirth, this cycle, to put a depth to something that you know what I'm saying, is too old. I feel like in my mind I saw 1111 up here. I really almost forgot that even said fucking Pluto. So me seeing that, I feel like, again, it's time to get in alignment and be in alignment. What accountability do you need to take as to why you haven't been in alignment, right? To have that discipline, have that structure. For some of y'all, it's just time. Father time. Saturn moves very slowly, right? Balance is about to be restored. But it's time for you to also restore it with it. Take this time now to really take your accountability. To say, you know what, I could have been opened that business, been started that hair, been did what I needed to do. To say, you know what, I can't hang out with these people no more. Because all they talk about is how broke they is. I don't want to affiliate with people that reflect back to me how broke I am. I don't want to relate to that. I want to hang around some people that know how to get some money, that know how to hustle. Right? You could have Pluto or Saturn in the third house. Your third house and Saturn could be sextile. Your Pluto touching your third house could be in opposition. You could be a Libra. I'm picking it up too. Okay? Pluto in the first house, Pluto rising, so that's what, Scorpio. Saturn rising, so that could be what, Capricorn rising. What perceptions have you had? Do you compare yourself to your siblings? Right? How can we stop comparing ourselves to our siblings? How can we take more responsibility, right? And take more self control of where we are, to get real and have restraint, right? Even with me, that's why I said, listen, budgeting and saving. The only thing with me is I like to spend, and I like to spend on smoking good, and I like to spend on eating good. When it's like, you're gonna have to learn how to come back down, right? You can't have Zaxby's every day. You know what I mean? Like, I even last week I told myself I'm gonna give myself one time this week to eat out, one, right? So I'm gonna have to choose wisely even this week. If I want to eat out and order something, one time, right? And I be having food at home. You know what I mean? Just don't even. I don't want that. I want Zaxby's. I'll eat that later, right? And it's like, nah. But we're investing right now, right? We're saving right now. So I feel like that has been the blockage right now. There's been a lot of blockages because, this pal seems like they lack a lot of discipline. Maybe even motivation. You have the basic instinct, you have the personal power to do it. It's not like you can't take control of your finances and rebalance things out so your finances can be balanced. But you're really going to have to make conscious of what's been lying dormant. Why have you been missing these opportunities? Is it like I said? Is it because of the people you hang with? Is it because you've been kicking it with some people who've been reflecting back to you their reality, right? Of who you used to be and how you outgrown it? Is it because you don't hang out with people that really hold you accountable? Or do you hang out with people that just, again, surf social media, talk a lot about what they gonna do, and they never really gonna do it? They never really make it happen. And that's who you affiliate and spend your time with. Once this pal can really learn how to take accountability and put that in perception, right? The accountability, and really take back power to cleanse that and to really start that new beginning, y'all will be fine. Money mantras. We have the money I invest will be returned to me times three. I let go of my limiting beliefs around money. Poverty mindset. Yep. I control money. Money does not control me. It is definitely giving Capricorn rising energy, I feel like. Money is good. I mean, money is energy, so money is good. Yeah. So it's definitely giving right now that there's a lot of things reflecting your reality. Okay. Maybe you grew up in poverty, right? And there's a lot of things around you that's reflecting that back to you, that's causing you to have some limiting beliefs. Whereas, like, I haven't went out for this opportunity because I don't got the money for it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Why you don't got the money for it? Have you not saved? Have you not been working hard enough? Have you been working hard, but then you gotta watch what you spending on? Cause see, if you a motherfucker like me, you can spend it just as fast as you make it, right? So what are you really spending on? If is what you spending your money on gonna make you some more money, or are you just spending what you got so you gotta go back again and work hard for it, right? What limiting beliefs do you have around money? What's being mirrored back to you? Is it your surroundings that's triggering that poverty mindset? Maybe some of us had to go back and live with parents, right? Go back to kind of be in a space that you don't want to be in. Maybe you got knocked back financially to a space that you didn't want to be in, and it kind of scared you, like, you know what I'm saying? Bank account looking a little low, right? And it's kind of making you feel like, well, damn, when I look at my surroundings, when I scroll on social media, it seems like everybody else making more money than me, But again, the money I invest comes back to me times three. What are you investing in? Right? How can we take accountability on, I could have invested in this opportunity. I could have collabed with this person. I could have went here and brought some insight and communicated and welcomed and developed this. And if I'd have just developed that business, maybe I could have turned it into something. How have we not done that? So we can get started on that. I control money. Money does not control me. So again, this is your world. This is your world. Manifest is here, right? So again, this is also the power of having manifestation, but it comes with balance, right? It comes with calming that inner chaos, releasing that poverty mindset to say, you know what? I'm not poor, I'm in between blessings, right? Mine is coming. Mine is coming. It might not look like it right now, but it's coming, right? To really have that discipline to say, you know what? I'm just going to keep building. I'm going to keep going. I have self-control. I'm watching what I'm spending on, right? I'm making sure I'm making back twice what I spend when I spend it, watching how often I'm spending it, watching who I'm spending it on, right? Some of us like shoes, okay? Some of us like aesthetic things, right? Some of us is real artsy, and you spend your money on a lot of arts and craft shit, new shit, paintings and shit. You spend yourself on all this arts and craft shit. You can turn that into a business. You think that nobody want nobody buy your painting? Bullshit. But then you just painting and you not capitalizing on off of it. You not putting it on social media, telling people word of mouth or nothing. You're not even manifesting, right? You just doing it. And it's one thing to do it as a passion, but who said you can't turn it into anything? Money is good, okay? I invest. Whatever I invest comes back to me times three. All right. So thank you, pal. Two. That has been your reading. If you want to have a personal reading done with me, you can get below in the description box, and check out everything in the website. Like, share, subscribe if this definitely resonated. Leave me some comments below if this resonated. Is that everything? And yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. Okay. Last but not least. All right, pal. Three. Damn, I almost called y'all pal four. All right, pal three. So the song that you picked was Future. Okay, I made myself a boss. I really enjoy old school Future. I love old school Future so much. Okay, back when he was back on that, I made myself a boss. Yeah. What was it? Astronaut Kid, baby. Hmm. Okay, I really love that song though. I definitely enjoyed this song personally. I was telling Pal too that it was in between They Pal and this one. I think theirs was yeah, Jumping by Untitled Chapter. I really enjoyed all the songs from the Money playlist, but those two was the main two that I was about to pick. All right. So we're gonna jump into the oracle. I have an oracle. I have some money mantras that we can write down, and then I have the astrology cards that I really barely ever use, but I wanted to use them. Okay. So where's my book? Okay. The card that you got was Ixchel. Ixchel. I'm gonna just say Shell for short because y'all know I don't like to get these deities names wrong. Deities and goddesses. Okay. So again, made myself a boss. This definitely could be my entrepreneur pile. All right. Maybe you started a business. Maybe you want to start a business and you've been thinking about it and you want to know what's blocking your money. All right. So let's go ahead and get to some tinks and stuff. I'm gonna just read the italic part at the top. Y'all know how I get down. It is time. It is time to release an old belief or an old habit. Okay, imbalances of all kind will fall away. Your pain will soon ease. Okay, real short, real simple, real to the point. So some of us could definitely have a belief or a habit. Okay, I feel like okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. So this is my pal that obviously wants to start generational wealth. I see that with the 10th house reverse, and the mantra that you have is, can y'all even see that? And the mantra that y'all have is generational wealth starts with me. I do feel like this is my boss card, right? This is obviously the pal of people who obviously, like I said, either already have your own career and your own business, or you want to start your own business, right? I do feel like the habit that needs to be broken or the pattern is for some of you, I feel like you won't achieve it. For others of you, I feel like you know you can achieve it, but you don't put yourself out there. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and just jump into. I feel like this is gonna be real simple, sweet, and to the point too. Y'all have Mercury as the first card. You have the Sun, the Numinous, aka Mystery card, Pisces, and then 10th house. So some of you could be a Pisces, have Pisces in the chart. Some of you could be a Pisces 10th house, I'm hearing, or could have Mercury in 10th, or could have your Sun in the 10th. I feel like for some of you, you have a good way with words, right? You're really creative. You either do music or you do poetry. Pisces is a very creative, imaginative type of sign. Poetry, music, painting, clothes, right? Extremely creative, out of worldly even, right? This sun card is definitely giving me self-awareness, but it's giving me creativity, expression. Yeah. Some of you just need to put this out, right? Whatever it is. I feel like the issue is you kind of just keep it close to home, right? For some of you, I'm getting a big self-expression. Again, you either do some sort of music or poetry, right? Or you could simply just be a spiritualist, right? And it's like you have a spiritual business like me. But it's like you don't really put it out there, right? 10th house with this mercury. Some of you need to just put yourself out there more. That's a habit, right? So again, maybe you a spiritualist and you got a lot of knowledge and you got a lot of game. You real self-aware. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your father was a spiritualist. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be a father, you know what I mean, for my masculines. And it's just like, well, child, nobody's gonna wanna listen to what I say. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, I'm not gonna get a sense of notoriety from speaking my spiritual belief. Like, yes, you are. You are an oracle, right? You are a literal oracle. Like you're a literal, like, like cosmic for change. I'm hearing like you're literally outer worldly. Yeah. So again, you could be a Pisces sun, Pisces Mercury. Like you're very intuitive. You're like an enigma. You know what I mean? People need to see you. People need to hear you, right? Some of you have very healing qualities in how you speak as well. You have an essence with that, a childlike essence, but you have a very strong individuality and a very strong self-expression. You march to the beat of your own drum. I'm hearing, and the energy that you have is very much like ethereal is the word that I'm hearing. Ethereal. I hope I'm saying that right. Is really like ethereal, like outer worldly again. Like the light that this pile has is too big for you to be trying to like. It's like you have the light of the literal sun, right? But you trying to make it this size. You know what I mean? Like you can't be having the light of this and then you trying to keep it just this size. Like you bound to bust out of that. But it's like some of you pity yourself a lot. I'm picking that up as well. A lot of you pity yourself, maybe about where you already aren't. So that could be a thing too, where it's like, well, I'm already this age and I don't know, I can't do X. And it's like, yes, you can, right? But again, as long as it's being authentic to you, you are self aware and you're giving it your own essence, you really can, right? Some of you might have maybe picked up something from a father, whereas like again, a father could be an intuitive, or maybe you have a father who was just, creatively aligned, spiritual, you know what I mean? Where it's just like he could really make music and put the emotion through the music, right? Or maybe you had a father who could heal through music, where it's like, my father used to sing, I don't know, before he passed away or whatever, fill in the blank, right? But it's like, and I kind of do that, but it's like I don't try to make fame off of it. And it's like, but why not though? That's what's gonna make you your own boss right there. I I walk on Jimmy, smoke a stack of loud or whatever he said. Keep a couple bad bitches every time I'm stepping out because I made myself a boss. He was basically essentially saying, saying that he took risks because he did what he needed to do. He started that generational wealth. We still love Future to this day. You might feel how you want to feel, our toxic Scorpio king, bitch. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for him standing in his masculine energy and being who he is, again, we wouldn't know who he was. Right? So it's about putting yourself out there, however you want to put yourself out there. This is definitely my creative pile. This is my generational wealth pile. Even in y'all affirmations, let's go ahead and jump into that. Every day in every way, I'm becoming richer and more prosperous. I have financial freedom. Manifesting money is easy because I'm ready to put in the work, right? Generational wealth starts with you. Money falls into my lap into miraculous ways. You also have a very keen intuition, Miss Pile, right? And you have a very keen spiritual team. They are always with you. So if you ever feel like tinglings on the back of your neck, or you feel like somebody here, you know what I mean? Like if you ever be in your bed and you feel like some sit on your bed, I feel like this is definitely your spiritual team. They are always with you. I feel like some of you definitely need to do some shadow work though on putting yourself out there. I see career, I see responsibility, achievement, fame, legacy, You know what I mean? Making yourself an authority figure, you know, purpose, this being your purpose. I think you got purpose twice. Is that not in this one? No. Okay. I thought it was. But anyway, doesn't take away from the fact that it's still your purpose. So you know, really building your empire. You know what I mean? Really building your legacy, notoriety. You know what I'm saying? So even when you pass away, there's still something standing. You know what I mean? And that is again generational wealth. So some of you definitely need to do some shadow work healing around putting yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're a tarot reader and you scared to really kind of push into that, like me. You know what I'm saying? Even for me, I know I was saying I was torn between pile 2 and pile 3. So for me, this isn't so much as my tarot as much as it is like my music, you know. But for me, as a healer, I'm meant to heal people through my music, to really alchemize my pain and my traumas and my past, to put it in the music and kind of allow it to be an inspiration for other people, right? To really build that legacy. But I also kind of have some shadow work to do as well on just putting myself out there as far as like, you know, allowing my light to shine as well. You know what I mean? But I do feel like through that is a legacy, you know? So even if it is spirituality, maybe you don't do tarot, but you just have a lot of outer worldly knowledge and wisdom to give. Maybe you just be waking up with messages and it's just like you want to hop on Instagram and go live for a moment and it's like, I don't know who need to hear this, but God just put it on my heart to tell you, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like do that shit. Like that's how you listen. Then before you know it, you're gonna be getting paid from all the motherfucking platforms because all of them gonna want you, right? Because you just wake up and you just, you know, put your energy on it. I just want to say good morning, beautiful people. I'm being reminded of fuck, what's her name? Tabitha, Tabitha Brown, the the really sweet black lady. Where it's just like Miss Tab, yeah, we just love her, right? That's kind of what it's given too, where it's like it's such a compassionate, loving energy, and it's like, you know, she's so, it's almost like she got a gift. You know what I'm saying? You never know who be needing her messages when she need them. She just wake up with them, and it's just like, hey y'all, just want to give y'all a message today. Listen, if you don't be you, who gonna be you, right? But and look at all the success she's had, right? But what if she had a fear of putting herself out there? Oh, because ain't nobody gonna want to listen to me get up and motivate them every day. You know what I mean? But she said, fuck that, nah, this is my self-expression. Get up, love bugs, you know what I'm saying? Pumpkin, sweet honey, muffin, child, booger, sugar, bitch, like she get up, smile. Don't you let nobody ruin your day. Don't you, you know what I'm saying? And if you having a bad day, don't you go out here trying to ruin nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? We ate that shit up, loved it. She got all type of deals and everything else. Bitch, TV shows. Her daughter then blew up. She modeling. We love it, right? So for some of you, you are the oracle, and it's meant for you to put your knowledge and yourself out there. Others of you, your spiritual team got you. Your source got you. Whatever it is that you want to do, whether it be dealing with psychic ability or goddamn music, painting, shit, being the next goddamn crocodile hunter, bitch, whatever you want to do, you're supported. But put yourself out there while you're doing it. Break that habit and break that pattern of just not putting yourself out there. Because fame is your birthright. Build your reputation. Let people know who you are. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. Yeah, enigmatic. Yeah, you're an enigma. You're an enigma. I think I just said that in who? Pal 2? It's crazy how all of these are running together. But yeah, you're an enigma. Somebody is meant to be seen, right? But you have to allow that. Yeah, allowing is here on this card. But you have to allow yourself to be that. You know, if you sensual and you do poetry and you just like, I want to share my poetry with the love. I mean, share my love of poetry with the world. Then do that. Don't worry about, oh, because what if people think I'm too moody, too this, too, do it anyway. There's a lane for everything. You never know who you gonna heal. And for some of you where that applies, your words have a power of healing, right? Your poetry, the way you put your words together, the way you do your message, right? It's meant for that. You have an inner knowing. You know what I'm saying? You're very one with the world. Yeah, you're very enigmatic. Is I'm seeing that twice. So you're the one in the world where it's just like that one in a million, right? Almost on some ugly shit. Whereas like if you don't do it, who gonna do it? If Aaliyah never was Aaliyah, then how the fuck would we ever be blessed with the beautiful Aaliyah? What if she felt like we weren't gonna fuck with her music? Right? What if she felt like they not fucking with me? Right, come on. But you gotta give birth to it. There's a heartbeat here, life force, right? So it's time to actually do it. That's what's blocking your money. It's meant for you to you not even supposed to be working. You meant to be bossing, right? And every day and every way, I become richer and more prosperous. And it's easy to manifest this because it's easy to do the work, right? Let's go ahead and start putting yourself out there. So if you want to start your own business, do it. Promote yourself. Promote yourself. Put it out there. Put it in their faces. If you want to rap, sing, poetry, spoken word, or maybe you just want to be an inspiration to other people. Maybe you just want to be an influencer on TikTok, where it's like, nah, because I'm funny as shit. Because to me, I feel like I'm funny, but what if I do a TikTok skit and they don't think I'm funny? But what if they think you hilarious? What if they think you hilarious? What if they think you hysterical? Sides hurting, bitch. Tears. Okay? You'll never know till you try. You'll never know till you try. So the money start falling in, then boom, you get paid by TikTok, then Instagram get a hold of you, and it's like, hey, are you that comedian? They be doing the skits and stuff. We would love, right? Then not everybody want you. Everybody want peace. Everybody want peace. Yeah, can we? Yeah, can we? We would love to. We would love to talk to you. We would love to talk to you. We would love to. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But it's also time to get self-aware. If you don't know what's blocking you, if you just know there's a hesitancy, you just know you haven't started that job, you just know you haven't started that business, you just know you haven't started, really get self-aware on what this is. Okay? Find a muse. Tell your narrative. Tell your perception. Be a child about it. Have fun with it while you do it. Allow it to really embody your essence and express yourself. You're going to go far. Okay? That's why I said this is my business owner pal. This is my celebrity pal. This is my legacy pal. This is my I'm meant to be somebody pal. Okay? But it's just up for you to go for it. And to really ask yourself and get serious with yourself on why you haven't went for it yet. What's stopping you? Go ahead. It's time. If you haven't been in solitude, it's time to get in solitude. And if you have been in solitude, it's time for you to put yourself out there. People need to know who you are, right? This is your career because it's meant for something to be a career. Okay, that's why some of you get tingles about it. If you just like, I kind of keep getting the tingling. Like that's how I knew music was destined for me. Because as much as I tried to push it down in the back of my mind all my life, like I don't want to do music, I still kept getting the tingling. You know what I mean? Where it's just like so I had to just be honest with myself. I want to do music. Why have I been avoiding doing music for 20 some odd years? Right? Because I didn't want to be seen like everybody else, right? Because I didn't want to be seen like whatever, because I still have shadow side wounds and stuff that I need to heal about my own self-acceptance, right? My own self-awareness from childhood, about my own sense of individuality and honoring my own sense of individuality, right? Releasing that habit and pattern of walking away and pushing away my own sense of creative individuality, right? So really time to tap in it, okay? Thank you again so much, Pal 3. I almost said people watching like this was a regular YouTube. Thank you so much, Pal 3. Again, there's Pisces here, Pisces Sun, Mercury energy in, or you can have Sun and Mercury in the 10th house, okay? Check down below in the description box if you would like to book an actual reading so we can get into some things. Like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if this resonated. Let me know how this resonated. Yeah. And until next time. Bye.